three, two, one, zero.
On the corner of Market and Fifth, under the Pop 55 monolith, I seen the driver get distracted and as soon as I got in an accident, and my scatter shook his self-defense, lost his memory at any expense, and then a witness is went on to describe that in the window was a bearded guy. Now on the radio, TV, and the press release, they're looking for the bearded man, because the man with the beard has a criminal mind. They're looking for the bearded man in the window.
I am Roland Johns. I am sim racing.
I'm Wes Fuller, driver number 35, stand up to Cancer Forward. I am sim racing.
Hi, I'm Cameron Peterson. I am sim racing.
What's going on? It's Rob Biaggi from iRacing, driver number 44 Toyota Camry, and I am sim racing.
Hello, I am Christopher Hamilton, and I am sim racing.
Hi, I'm Eric Andrews. I am sim racing.
We are sim racing.
Hello and welcome everybody. This is round number 6 of the iRacing short course of the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. And I want to welcome everybody to Wild West Motorsports Park for round number 6. The Pro 4s getting ready to hit the track here. A little practice going on right now. But, man, I got to say I love Reno, the elevation changes, the switchbacks, and the carnage and high-speed action will bring you lots of entertainment here tonight. And some awesome shots. Hello, everybody. I'm Dave Arnold. I'm joined alongside Randall Alvarez and Scott Rain via the internet down in San Diego, practicing our social distancing here for a little iRacing short course action. I want to introduce, of course, Connor Berry, the host, and some great sponsors that make this possible, like CBR Performance Products, AIM Sports Data, Sparco, CDC Apparel, Super Clean, Bomber Eyewear, K&N Performance Filters, Lawrence Equipment. Of course, this broadcast brought to you by Death by Moose Media. And we're going to have a great race here tonight as we're halfway through the season. The points battles are heating up. Format for this, again, for Pro 4s, qualifying 10 minutes with 2 heats. The feature will be 26 laps long. And, of course, the comp caution, the halfway mark, we're going to throw that yellow flag out at 11, rack them back up, and get them racing once again. Great overhead shot as we got some practice going on right now.
Hey, Scott, you had a question for me?
Yeah, I'm here, Dave, twice, about 5 seconds apart, the same thing, and then 5 seconds later, I'm hearing me talk.
Are you also watching the video on YouTube?
I just heard you.
It sounds like you're on YouTube. That video is playing on Discord for you. Make sure you click that video off. That's probably what's going on.
Oh, shit.
By the way, you are live with a hot mic. All right. Well, welcome, guys. Dave did a great job round 6.
Well, that was great until that point.
Just kidding. Welcome to broadcasting. It happens. This is the internet. We have to just roll with the punches.
Well, that's awesome. You know, I want to thank some of these great sponsors. You know, again, I forgot to mention Rigid Industries coming on board, bringing all the bright light to all the night action when you're out there in real life, running your four-wheel drives or your Razors, your Can-Ams, your Hondas, your Cowies, your Yamahas, or your trophy trucks, whatever it is. You want to brighten up the world, Rigid Industries for sure.
So tonight we have a full track. Again, we're looking at over 50 drivers. 57, it looks like, have registered for tonight with still 3 minutes to go on practice. So we're looking at a huge lineup.
Now, these are the ones that are already qualified in for this. Is this all their entries?
This is all the entries
races?
for today.
Okay.
That's going to go to the heat races. It's going to go. It should go a qualifying, and then heat.
Then 3 heat races, and then our main event.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 to 2 heat races. But they might also just run the heats first and have everyone spread off. But I believe they're going to do qualifying first, get the fastest guys out there, and then throw everyone else into the heat race. That should fill the last 4 positions, and then boom, we're into the future for 22 laps.
Very awesome. See a lot of no names. Wait a minute. Am I seeing right there Ricky Johnson?
Where is that?
Which Ricky Johnson is that? Is that the...
Did I just go past? Oh, you're right. It's technically... So the one thing you know about iRacing...
We've got a few Ricky Johnsons, and believe it or not, there's 3 of them that race in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and only one I know really known for short course, and that's the real RJ Ricky Johnson.
Looking at his license, he is a new driver to iRacing. So he's a D class, which means he's probably been doing it for about a month or so.
Could be our real Ricky.
Could be. And also, whenever there's more than one person with the same name, it'll actually throw a number next to their name. So he is the one and only Ricky Johnson on iRacing.
Okay.
Whatever that means to you guys, take it from there, but he is the one and only.
Or in real life.
Or in real life.
We'll find out.
I know the other Rick Johnsons. We got Rick D. We got the other Ricks
hey,
out there.
Scott, did you get that stuff squared away with the audio?
I'm still validating installation.
Got it.
Man, it's a who's who of short course. Brock Dickerson, got Mason Prater, Chance Haugen, Talon Martin. Let's see, a lot of our real ones. Mikey Lawrence, Desert Racer Alan Ampudia is back. We got Elliot Watson, Holden Heitritter, Zach Drapkin, Jared Brooks, Leighton Kramer, Travis Pecoy, Seth Quintero, Sheldon Creed. You got Sean Heck, Ronnie Anderson, Roland Johns, Mickey Thomas, Ethan Ebert, Luke Canup, Trenton Briley. Wow. Great to see Miles Cheek come into play. You always recognize that 957 number. Brian Osborne. Awesome to see Brian. Colton
Looks
Burns.
like I'm having
Randy
some
Merritt.
issues on my side. 1 second.
Keaton Krieger. You see Sean Heck. We always recognize that Sean Heck truck for you.
There you go.
Has he got that Death by Moose Media wrap on that?
Sean Heck, no.
No?
Sean Heck runs his own. He runs the
He's got a wrap one.
He's got a sticker. Associated
Memory?
It's ASS.
ASS.
But I can't remember the exact acronym right now.
Well, I can think of it ASS, but I won't go there. But we've got a lot of drivers still out on the track getting their practice in. Now, of course, when they qualify, they kind of all qualify at the same time, but you're only going to see one. We see one at a time when they qualify for us.
That's correct.
Now you'll see, sometimes we'll do some of the cameras going around and switching between the different drivers. Right now, though, out just doing a little practice.
Yep, and practice just ended, so we're going to get ready for qualifying, which means the national anthem. Let's go ahead and give Brock the go-ahead. 1 second till he loads. Bronson. Sorry.
Bronson Chiramani.
Yep.
So at this time, I'm going to ask everybody to please remove their hats. And you could arise if you're not sitting in your sim. If you're sitting on the couch, get up. The greatest song in the world, our national anthem.
And it looks like I'm still having an issue with paints. Bummer.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming,
great rendition of the national anthem there, and a little problem with the American flag on Bronson's truck, but we all know what it means, and our nation standing strong during these tough times, and of course us racers and fans of off-road finding a way to entertain ourselves, and we find it virtually is a little bit of a fix. Word is next month, racing coming back for real, but I do believe that the iRacing short course is going to have a strong showing still. Talk to a lot of these young drivers and say that this has been so instrumental, and they are able to actually have gone out and done some testing, and they've actually applied what they learned in their simulators to real life. So that's kind of cool to hear. I don't know if you can hear me on that, Scott.
Well, no, it's I'm kind of anxious to see how some of these veteran drivers that are new to iRacing, how they're able to cross that bridge from the real thing to a virtual thing. And so I'm kind of keep an eye on one of my favorite drivers of all time, Ricky Johnson, tonight.
Yeah, I think I've heard of him. Yeah, one of the original bad boys for sure. 7-time AMA motocross champion, and Supercross and outdoor titles.
I would say he's one of. I think he is the original.
Yeah, the original bad boy.
Yeah. Every once in a while, it's kind of fun because every once in a while he posts up on the social medias an old poster or an old ad from like the early Oakley days or one of his other sponsors, and you're like going, "Holy crap!"
That long, flowing blonde hair.
Among other things, yeah.
Big shout out to him. And I know Ricky and Stephanie went through that whole COVID thing, and glad to hear that he's doing good. And hopefully it's the right Ricky Johnson joining us there with the short course. I'm sure it is.
I got to give him credit because I actually texted with him back and forth towards the end of his situation and getting better and healthy. He documented the whole thing to a T, almost by the hour, by the day, by the week. And he thinks he knows when he contracted it, how he was feeling on certain days, what he did to counteract that. Just a great job, very interesting job on documenting everything. So I actually learned quite a bit by just going through what he was documenting.
It almost felt like you had it yourself.
Well, I thank God, no, not yet. But no, it was definitely he just did a good job on documentation of what he was going through. That you definitely learned the do's and the don'ts.
Yeah, and that's really the point. And I know with the travel, and it was a rough one for him. He rode his dad's bike back to Daytona to take his ashes and all that. And as he said, he stopped at a lot of places, met a lot of people, shook a lot of hands, was on the airplane. So many points of contact. And then he talked about that. And then, like you said, his recovery. And he talked about the regimen of supplements that he took that really helped him through it. Did we lose you, Scott?
I think we might have. Scott, you still there?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And he talked about
kind
this.
Of bounce in and out. Things get quiet, and they turn back on. They get quiet and turn back on.
But, yeah, no, it was really cool to see how he documented that whole thing through there. So right now we're watching Jarrett Brooks qualifying. I don't, Scott would have to actually click on that driver to see it at the time, as he's in another location, sequestered. He's in the witness relocation program down in San Diego.
All right, so we got 3 minutes left on qualifying. Sorry about having to cut out there. We some technical difficulties I had to solve in the background, but looks like we are set and ready to go.
Yeah, so. Travis Pecoy jumping in there. That's awesome to see Travis.
And looks like everyone is finishing up their qualifying right now, so that's awesome.
I mean, we've got guys that are desert racers, short course racers, former short course racers, rally racers, works racers, UTV racers. That's so awesome.
Well, while we have the 3 minutes, let's do a little bit of promoting. And so for everyone out there that's watching, please subscribe, share this. We're trying to grow. And we're really trying to get out there and show up some of our competition and see what we can do, because we have a really good list of drivers out here, and these guys are all pretty much young drivers, some older ones, but a lot of these guys are pretty much hopefuls, and they're
the
putting
who's
in the time.
who of iRacing right now and real racing. So, but Death by Moose Media on YouTube, so we want to get people to go there. And if you can't think of it, you can go to dirtsportsworld.com.
There you go.
There is a awesome iRacing short course edition in there. If you go through the pages, there's links at the end of the article to the iRacing Short Course League, as well as the broadcast for Death by Moose Media.
That's correct.
So you want to click on that, watch it. And then we've got some exciting news coming up. Hopefully next week we'll be expanding the broadcast. So there'll be other platforms you'll be able to watch it on.
That's correct.
We'll keep you up to date on that. Or do you want to let the cat out of the bag now?
I'm gonna wait till it works.
Okay.
And then
we're
I'll,
working on some exciting stuff.
Yeah. Looks like we have a couple people that are still not loading paints.
So definitely check
There
out
we
the
go.
dirtsportsworld.com and see some articles about what's going on. And you check out some of our young drivers that are actually competing here tonight.
Yeah, and then I'd like to thank our broadcast sponsors for tonight. That's going to be Critical Hit Bass Lures. If you guys are looking for some fishing lures, hit them up. Right now they have an Instagram that just started up, and they're working on a website. And then if you're in the SoCal area and you're looking for home automation or home networking solutions, we have Nautilus Media Systems. They will provide you with whatever you need for custom home solutions. So go ahead and check them out.
So if your internet's slow and you can't play iRacing, you got to call them.
Yeah.
Or you just want to be able to sit on your couch and control your entire house. Or if you're on vacation, you want to control your entire house.
Completely doable.
Yep. There
you
we
can
go.
You can set your shades to drop with the atomic clock and to the position of the sun. It's completely doable, and the sky's the limit.
Well, what do you do when you're watching nobody on the racetrack, but there's like invisible trucks leaving skid marks on the corners?
you just
go with it.
You call a priest.
Yeah.
You got to exercise something.
Yeah, it looks like we're still having some issues. One second, I'm trying to.
So it's just not me?
No, it's not you. There's some loading errors that are going on right now.
Oh, come on. Nobody ever has problems with their computers. You push the button, they work perfectly every time.
Oh my gosh. If that was the case, I would be a millionaire.
Dave, what did I tell you about myself from the first time I signed in with you guys? I am technologically challenged.
Yes.
That has not changed.
Well,
it's because I'm here for this is my third week now.
Yep.
It doesn't mean I've learned anything.
Well, they always say the problem lies between the chair and the keyboard.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm not going to deny that.
All right, looks like we're getting ready to grid, and we're looking at our first heat lining up right now.
All right. 11 drivers are going to make the call here as they start to populate the track here. See our trucks load up. Their paint schemes are loading up. Looks like we've shook the bugs out of the tree here. Let's take a look. It looks like we've got Braden Beatty. He's going to be in the 69.
Alan Pudia's up there, too.
Yeah, and Alan Pudia in the number 10. Dustin Nelson in the 94. Talon Martin in the number 11. I understand he's got a new rig out there. Pretty excited for him. Brody Graham in the 66. Anthony Davis in the 469. We got Bake Butler in the Blake's in the 126. Travis Bone's going to be in the 71. Trevor Layton. Trevor just had a birthday. Happy birthday again, Trevor, in the 703. And the 873 of Kyle Cooper and Caden Danbury in the 27.
Speaking of Trevor, he's actually running on one of my computers.
Very cool.
Yeah. So if anything, if he crashes, he can blame it on me, apparently.
The computer himself.
On me.
Of course, Trevor, one of our pro snowcrosser turned off-road racer, too. Scott's had been able to announce them both in snowcross and short course, right?
Yeah, I tell you guys, another one of those sports, exactly like short course off-road racing. Your eyes are seeing something that your mind cannot comprehend that they're doing. These kids in these snowmobiles are doing anything and everything the same maneuvers that they're doing on freestyle motocross, except that the sleds are now twice as heavy as the bikes.
Yeah,
these kids
insane.
are athletes.
It's incredible. Yeah.
And fast and high and far and man, it's just amazing that sport is.
I've had the pleasure of announcing Winter X Games and some of the best tricks, some of the snowcross racing or Snow X, they called it back in the day.
And here we go into the first corner.
All right, here we go. A little bit of carnage there already started out for the first heat race. Beatty, Nelson, and Pudia able to make it out clean. Antho Davis also in the clear there. A couple of the drivers getting shifted back. One driver up on his lid. Scott, you're able to see the overall of the track now?
I'm bouncing around from camera to camera. I'm on a scenic camera, and it's not letting me adjust to a different camera.
Uh-oh.
I'm like stuck on scenic.
I could troubleshoot that right now, but we'll have to catch it on intermission.
Yeah,
so
no
it's
problem.
not a problem there. Braden Beatty, Allen Ampudia, Dustin Nelson, the top three. Blake Butler just outside in the fourth position. Trevor Layton moves up to fifth. Caden Danbury, followed by Travis Bone, Talon Martin. Kyle Cooper makes it up to eighth. Martin back down to ninth, with Brody Graham in 10th and Antho Davis in 11th. Looks like Antho down a lap right now.
And it looks like we actually have a good battle building up between Trevor Layton, Travis Bone, and I want to say, who's the 85? It looks like everyone's running different numbers right now. I want to apologize to everyone. Right now we're having some trading paints issues. That's what loads everyone's
85
paint.
is usually Mikey Lawrence.
What's going on is, so they load custom numbers to their paint schemes, and since trading paints isn't pulling that custom number anymore, all the numbers are scrambled. So I just want to apologize for that. That's
okay. Well, Alan Pudia's got his number 10. I know that one. That's what he always runs. So that's an easy one.
And it looks like we are lap 3. At lap 4, we're going to have a quick comp caution for these guys to re-rack and get back into that heat.
Re-rack and re-stack, as I like to say. So it's Beatty up front and Pudia trying to hunt him down in second. Dustin Nelson holding strong in third right now, with Butler in fourth and Bone up to fifth right.
Look at that air. That was beautiful.
Wow, just airing it out big time. Scott's in the background, I'm sure, going, yeah, sure, whatever you say.
Hey, I got colors this week.
There we go. So that's going to round out our top 5 for the first section.
See, I know something's wrong because Alan and Pudia's truck is purple.
Yeah, I'm going to try loading it one more time, but we're having some issues with trading paints. It for some reason
They are El Blanco right now.
Yes, he says no files. Oh, there we go. We got one of them.
I just saw the 39 popped up.
Yeah. See, it's like flashing in and out, and I wonder what's causing that problem.
That is above my pay grade.
And it looks like it's above mine, too. Well, we'll just have to deal with it. And
so the 85, is that not Mikey Lawrence? Is it
No,
Beatty?
that's Braden Beatty in the front.
Okay, the 69, okay.
That's correct, yeah.
Just
so
want to make sure.
These numbers that you're seeing on the ticker, that's the number that they've inputted as the league tells them what they are. But what happens is they can run their own numbers on their cars. And
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to throw a wrench at you guys. What ticker?
I have a ticker, sorry.
Okay.
Dustin Nelson, 94 like usual. That's normal. All right, here we go. Green. Oh!
Oh, no.
Big contact
Travis
up there.
getting the boot.
Travis got punted.
Yeah, ouch.
Got to wonder what race control is going to say about that one.
I'm about 3 seconds behind you guys as you're calling the action.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah, that might be due to all the issues we're having. Maybe there's some server lag going on. That's a bummer.
I know. I do have Braden Beatty, though, just running a really good race. What's interesting, though, every body panel's in place. He's not missing anything. There's no banging up. His truck's all basically showroom ready, it looks like. Running a very, very good race.
That pays to be in the front like that.
Yeah, that's why the guy in front always has the cleanest suit. All right, off the big Lucas leap down the hill. out of turn number 1 into turn number 2, the only right-hander. And this is where they head up the turnstile, up the hill. I'm trying to. Is that 39 Alan Impudia?
Yeah, the 39's Alan Impudia.
Okay. Says he's number 10, but I recognize him. That's not his normal paint scheme.
No, he's been doing a good job fighting his way up there because I think he got caught up in that wreck and he's back up in the front again.
I believe it was 2 rounds ago that I saw Alan Impudia jumped in and just blew everybody away by getting up there and finishing on a podium.
Ooh, nice
little bit of
slide
contact, yep. Not quite the slide job because he didn't make the pass underneath him, but he tried. A little bit of contact, got on the binders. Well, look at this, very smooth to the inside here. Impudia looks low, but Beatty's going to have the preferred line when he comes up into turn 3. Outside in, Impudia, but no, Beatty is going to force him the long way around on the outside. Not enough horsepower to overtake him. And an awesome shot there.
You got to give Alan credit, though. He's trying different lines almost at every corner. He does that inside entrance. It looks like he might have him right here on the exit.
I think you're right.
Yep, he got him.
Yeah.
He got him. Good point there, Scott. You got to admit.
Yeah, the last 2 laps, he's been trying different line, inside, outside, going way outside, early braking, late braking.
And right now we have both Alan and Braden going neck and neck down into turn 2.
Oh, Impudia gets on the binders a little bit, stalls it out for a second, and Beatty able to take the lead back.
That was a nice clean pass. It could have been really bad. It could have been a really hard hit there, but very clean.
So great as they drag race up the hill. Braden Beatty, the 85 machine, as we're watching there, the 39 of Alan Impudia. Of course, the numbers we're showing as usual is he's the number 10. So hopefully for when they do qualify in these positions. It looks like Impudia, no, and Beatty takes the lead back.
Yep.
It's Impudia, Beatty.
And Beatty takes it.
So Beatty's going to take the win here. So how many are we qualifying out of each heat race?
It should be either 3 or 2 going out. It's because we need to fill up 26 slots.
Okay.
So it should be top 3.
Should be top 3.
Yeah. All right. Now that we are regridding.
Let's see if we get the right numbers loaded up this time, because there's the real 85 of Mikey Lawrence loading up now. We got looks like Keaton Krieger in the number 13, Matt Miller in the 35. Elliott Watson, he'll be, usually he's number 3, it says 36.
Yeah, looks like.
Randy Merritt in the 618. Michael Loomis in the 26. Corey Campbell in the 440. Austin Fishfarner in the 21. George Lamosas is going to be in the 88 with Daryl Gibson in the 41. And are we showing Bronson Chiramani there, or
he is there? Oh, nope.
Is he populating?
He's waiting to populate. We'll see what happens.
See Gary Lane in the pace truck ready to get him started. That's never going to get old.
All right, pace car getting ready to take off.
Okay, I see a 23 in there. That's confusing. That's usually
Yeah, we're going to have to go off the numbers on the cars.
Dickerson's number. Ah! Can't tell the players without the program here. I'm just going to call their names.
That's all you can do.
All right, as they run up into turn number 1.
Whoa! 3, 4,
Wow.
5 wide. Man, oh man.
And they're still going for it. Look at that.
And you know what? Everybody made it through.
Oh, nope, not yet.
Oh, no, squirreling.
Turn 2 is going to catch up some more people. Oh, look at that. A nice move on the inside. I want to say that was Cretan or Randy Merritt.
Krieger?
No.
Merritt?
Yep, Merritt.
Okay.
Nice move by him going up there.
Mikey Lawrence able to slide up in that third position. Krieger now up to second, but it's Elliott Watson in his Honda-powered Ridgeline there. Beating and banging going on. A little bit of our MMA. Short course style.
Oh, and he just took the wall with him. Oh, man. Look at that air. Oh, getting held up, but great job getting on the brakes.
Is that Merritt jumping up into second now? Oh!
That was Mikey Lawrence taking the K-Rail with him. Oh.
Boy, when things go bad, they go bad fast.
Yes, they do.
Scott.
I'm telling you guys, since I jumped on board, this is my third week, this is probably the best racing in the heat races so far this season. Everything's been so tight, and it's really cleaned up.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
They've been doing a great job cleaning it up every race that we've seen out there. Everyone's taking a good job, taking their time, getting to know the track a lot better.
Well, it's also respecting other drivers. You're not out there. This is not just a dumb video game where you can go smash it. This is simulated racing, and we're trying to keep it like real racing so you can take this and transfer it to the real world. You're not going to be beating and banging because your truck will not run in the real world. So if we're going to keep this real, you got to do it.
Yeah, granted this is fun, but it's to the point where if you do all this beating, doing all this banging to each other, take yourself up, all that work you went through to get signed on, get this whole setup going, and now you're done.
Yeah.
Because you wrecked your truck, just like you did in real life. Well, guess what? You're not sim racing anymore tonight.
Yeah, so you're just throwing the money out the window.
And the tie for third. Oh, did he just lock up his brakes?
I do believe he did.
Oh, man. That might have cost him second place.
So it's going to be Watson, Merritt so far. Oh, I'm sorry, Watson, Miller, Merritt.
Actually, I think Miller just dove his nose in, so he's probably going to drop back. So that everyone's grading back up.
And, of course, that was our little comp caution for this heat race.
Admin's called that over. We're going to do a single file restart.
Or race control.
That's one thing that... oh, go ahead, Scott.
I got to tell you, too, now that I got some colors, I got some sponsors on these trucks, it's really changed the broadcast quality, being able to see maybe not so much the numbers and maybe the drivers' names, but just the sponsors. It looks really, really impressive.
Are you seeing just like the Sparco ones on there?
No, it's like every other truck is got the true colors or colors.
Yeah, I think there's an issue with Trading Paints that runs all the colors, and we're just going to have to run with it.
But even just having some of them, it just changes the quality of the broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
All right, back on the green flag as they run up the hill into turn number one. Watson's going to lead them. Miller, Merritt. And I can hear a lot of banging going on in the back. I can hear the fiberglass cracking and smashing. Out of turn 2 into 3.
Elliott Watson, our leader right now, is a very prolific super buggy or pro buggy racer. Be interesting to find out how much different it is racing an open wheel car in real life as compared to a Pro 4 on iRacing.
Oh, most definitely. And of course, buggies, squirrely, you got a lot going on in there with the turning brake and shifting and all that. A little bit different.
Dave, I kind of venture to, okay, you're racing, but you got your turning brake with your left hand, you're shifting with your right hand, you got basically your both hands are still on the wheel, but you got your thumb, one button for talking to your spotter, another button for your mud muncher on your helmet, your visor, plus your clutch, plus your brake, plus the gas pedal. I really fully believe that the pro buggy / super buggies are the hardest cars to drive in all of off-road racing.
Hands down, I agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. Trying to figure this out here. I saw 957 in there, and I know that's Miles Cheek's number. the yellow car, but I don't see Miles Cheek's name on this one. A little confused. The names don't match what we're seeing here. Apologize on that. Watson still out front. Miller.
Yeah, very nice race right now for second and third between Loomis. I'm sorry,
Miller
and Merritt.
Yep.
Yep. And we actually have a good battle going on behind them too.
Oh wow.
Hey Randall, you had a copy?
1 second, Zach.
With the tight racing like this in the last couple weeks, has been punting going on all over the place. There's been guys absolutely just not even doing a slide job, just sliding sideways in another truck and taking them out. Tonight, I'm going to emphasize it once again. Very clean racing. The guys are really coming along and putting on some entertainment racing action.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that. And you can see right now as they go through turn one there, everybody can kind of get up into each other and push them out of the way, but they're driving like real life, and that's what I'm enjoying about this. The first heat race was clean, second one, but like normal on a start, that first turn could always be chaos. Little beating and banging went on there. They were able to get through, though, and everybody made it on that first lap, so kudos to them for sure.
Yeah, for everyone out there watching the broadcast, there's nothing I can do about the paints right now. I've tried reloading them multiple times, reinstalling the program with the amount of time I have. This happens. It's part of racing. It's part of esports. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. For some reason, mine's not pulling any data, and I can't do anything about that.
So it's going to be Watson, Miller, and Merritt, the top three as they come across checkered flag. Gibson is going to be sliding down. It's actually Krieger, and then Gibson, Campbell, Loomis, Farner, Lawrence, Lamoses. So Watson, Miller, Merritt going to the dance. It is 3. We've established that, I believe. Or are they saying anything else?
Don't know yet. 1 second. Trying to get some other stuff handled. All right, folks, we're going to switch scenes real fast. I'm going to try and do one more thing to see if I can fix the stream, but we'll see what happens.
We're right back after these messages.
And we are back. I fixed it.
We think we fixed it.
No, it's fixed. It is fixed.
I'll believe it when we start racing. Here we go. So they're gridding the race right now. Looks like we got Darren Hardesty, Hot Sauce, the number 9, Ricky Johnson, the number 6 machine. Colton Burns going to be in the 307 with Braden Chiramani in the 73. Cameron Griffith's going to be in the 727. Cade Martin joins us in the 77, or the 07, I should say. Elias Hannah's going to be in the 274. Jimmy Weitzel in the 159. Donald Holcher in the 39. And Trenton, looks like Shelton in the 72. believe that's Johnny Holcher, I believe. Side number pops. Look at the 727 West Coast. It looks good there. Looks like they've all. That is definitely the Ultra Motorsports load up there.
Look at that.
The Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels. Uh-oh. Looks like he's glitching a little bit.
Did it have his the 99 Hot Sauce competitive medals, the Mickey Thompson.
All right, here we go. Let's get ready to go green.
And they're heading down towards the stripe. Here we go. We are green, green, green.
Ooh, the 307 throwing his nose in there, not able to rotate over. That is going to cause a problem for them.
Definitely be a problem there as Hot Sauce Hardesty leads them out of turn 2. Heading up the turnstile, up into the fast section up the hill.
And he's running away with it. Look at that.
Now, guys, I got a question for you. When you've got a relatively young kid out here racing in this series, and all of a sudden you've got a Ricky Johnson, and you know who Ricky Johnson is there an intimidation factor, you think, in iRacing as there is if they were actually on a real racetrack next to each other?
It'd make me nervous.
Last thing I want to do right now is be side by side with Ricky and take him out. Whether it's iRacing or real life.
Yeah, I'm going to say that has to be the real Ricky Johnson, the way he's driving right now. Sitting up there, he's got a hard battle. Looks like Colton Burns and him going door to door. Burns gives him a little nerf from behind. Actually helped him up
Ricky
the hill.
Drove hard into the corner, checked up to make the turn. He couldn't have rotated that car if he hadn't checked up hard in that corner.
And look at that, off the bump, backs that thing in the turn as they run down the hill. Burns and Johnson.
There's a tit for tat right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, looks like he just caught him on that jump. Wow, complete front flip.
Johnson, a lot of speed into turn 1. Backs it in there. Burns, though, able to dive in and hold on to second as Hardesty starts to check out.
Now you can see Johnson actually setting up some good lines right now, even for that uphill. That first run he had, you know, he was a little off, and now he just compensated for it, going wide, cutting on the inside, and then getting his nose on that K-rail.
Yeah, definitely it was a smart move there.
Yeah, definitely.
We just saw the payback, Scott, just like you said. Definitely, you know, Ricky remembers.
And guys, we talked about this last week, how moto guys can read the track.
Yes.
Yeah, and look at that. He just did it again. Looks like Colton going in for a send on that. And the comp caution is out. I take that back.
Yeah, it was already established in that position there. So it's going to be Hardesty, Johnson, Burns, Weitzel, and Griffiths, the top 5, followed by Brayton Cheramani, Trenton Shelton, Johnny Holcher, Kate Martin, and it looks like Elias Hanna down a couple laps, might be out. Unfortunate there. Elias Hanna, one of our racers that does a lot of desert and short course.
Not sure if it's a brake check. Now, you've been around long enough to see some psychological gameplay under the comp yellow. You think there's the same thing going on here?
Oh, yeah.
Anywhere. I mean...
Burns is giving it right back to Johnson.
There was an expression exchange between you guys.
Now, I gotta ask you, if this was happening in real life...
No way.
Would you want to run when you saw Ricky Johnson?
After the race?
Yes.
Man,
So we're green flag once again as they race up into turn number 1. Johnson with a slight tap there to Hardesty as they go door to door. They're able to keep straight off the leap down the hill. Hardesty running. Johnson on the outside. Hardesty carries a lot of speed to the outside. Johnson side by side. And look at this. Here comes Colton Burns trying to dive over the inside. Oh my goodness!
Burns definitely has that little bit more of the aggressive, hanging it out, take no prisoners kind of driving style, which I think really could put his truck in danger of not lasting this race, or actually probably hindering it quite a bit. But you know what? It's working for him so far. It's got him up front.
And we're going on board. I agree with you on that one. On board with Ricky Johnson as he chases down Darren Hardesty. Oh, Johnson up on his lid and does the turtle spin. And Hardesty able to make it out, and Burns down the hill. That's going to be that for Ricky now. It's going to be the battle between Burns and Hardesty and Chiramonte.
I can't believe that happened, but you can see it. He hit that jump and he was just off, and on that land, it couldn't go anywhere else other than upside down.
Now, Scott,
and the thing is, he rode that thing forever. It's like a Joey Chitwood stunt show.
Yeah, I know. Who wants to ride the carousel?
Not me.
But he rode it uphill. Think about that. He hit the jump, landed, and then he was up on two wheels all the way up into turn one, up the hill.
That's how fast
I thought he
was
was going to save it. So Hardesty with a big slap as he hits around turn number one, chasing down Burns. Here comes the A.M. Ortega driver of Braden Chiramonte. Weitzel a little bit back there in fourth with Holcher in tow in fifth. But the battle now, Burns and Hardesty. Hardesty and Burns, a little contact out of turn two. Here comes Braden Chiramonte looking to the inside of Hardesty. Door to door, up the turnstile.
That's some nice racing there, guys.
Oh.
Just leave a little bit of a tire donor at each other's door, and that's it. There's not a whole lot of hard banging going on.
No, you're right.
Oh, and he just gave him the shove out of there. Look at that. A little bit of a tail whip, and see you next time.
Cross the stripe one more time up to turn number one.
And one interesting fact, Dave, is our leader, Colt Burns, his driving style has changed.
Yes.
He's no longer hanging it out on the aggressive up on two wheels, landing hard off these jumps. He's fairly smooth going in, nice and easy, coming out nice and tight.
Well, I think he was carrying too much speed, like you were saying. He was hanging it out too much, and it bit him a few times. So once he slowed down, gathered himself up, and, you know, the old adage, slower is faster, well, that just proved it.
And you can see, actually, Braden Chiramonte doing that right now. He's been trying to slow himself down to get around some of those corners to catch up to him for the finishing lap, and it looks like that is going to do it. Colton Burns taking the checkered flag.
And there it is.
What a run.
So Burns opens up the celebratory donut shop.
Oh.
As he disappears.
And that is heat number 3, and I did see another heat, so we actually have 4 heats, so they should be taking the top 2.
Schnikes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got to throw it out to you guys. I'm looking at the whole track, the whole scenery in the background, all the mountains, the quarry and everything. It's pretty close. It's like dead spot on.
It's freaky. I mean, when they're coming around that final turn, and you see that plateau that's sitting right up there, that's usually the TV compound, and then right below it is like the Deandra VIP section. It is all exactly like it is in real life.
Yeah, like this picture right here, looking down towards the central part of the track, the start-finish line. Yeah, dead spot on.
And that's usually when you guys do the Ultra 4s up there, they run up that center section.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
It won't be long before I'm sure we'll see Ultra 4 iRacing somewhere.
And we're getting
I'm
going.
surprised that hasn't happened yet. Well, look at this.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
Yep, there's the Pinnacle Motorsports Super ATV, Chance Haugen. We got Brock Dickerson in that number 23. Foxley, we got Brian Osborne in the Black Rhino. Mason Prater, part of that Ryan Beat Motorsports, and Bill Stein, I know he's been working with. Sparko of 79 and newer as we're under green flag. And in turn 1, Louis Patino.
Oh, it gets himself straightened out. Lucky dog. Chance Haugen. He was bound to be spun completely and gets his nose back in there.
He's able to hold on to it as he battles back there for 4th place. But it's Dickerson, the Sparko driver, newer, Black Rhino of Osborne.
Isn't this Rodrigo Putia's second race out this season? Brand new rig for him?
Oh, Rodrigo's there. Yes, it is. He was able to do the Lucas Oil Friday night off-road racing series there, and him and Alan now joining us for our Wednesday night league.
Oh, no.
Well, so much for the clean racing.
Mason Prater catching the back end. I didn't catch who that was, but he caught the back end. And
that was Brian Osborne. That was the Black Rhino.
Yeah, he spun him. You can't really help it, though, because you're coming down on that jump, and if they didn't launch off fast enough, you're going to be there.
I got to admit, look at that. Mason Prater looking good in that Ryan Beats Motorsports Bill Stein General Tire Lucas Oil machine. The 79 of newer in the Sparko backed rig. Look how cool that is. It's like you can see Mason's missing that left front fender. That is so realistic in real life. Something like that, Scott.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you don't see more doors and rear fenders tore off.
Oh, we will
But
see.
then again, we haven't seen Adrian Cheney out of the track.
We need a prim track for Adrian to recreate the wall ride over Kurt Leduc.
Oh, God. and not lose the lead.
And not lose the lead.
You know, if you go back to that track, that fence is still there, and you can still see exactly where Adrian climbed that fence, rode it for about 150, 200 feet, and then came back down. Never relinquishing the lead one bit.
Still the most incredible, I think, real-life stunt driving.
I'm telling you, I didn't know that 12,500 people could be so quiet.
So true.
Everybody had their mouths hanging open, their eyes wide open, shocked. And I thought Jim Baldwin was going to have a heart attack. No, I really did.
All right, looks like we are in the comp caution now.
So it's Dickerson, Prater, newer, Gene Wheeler Jr., Eric Victor.
Look how clean Dickerson's truck is.
Oh, yeah. Looking good there.
He's had that whole space to himself.
Dickerson in the beautiful B&D backed machine, the Lighting Baugh Designs. Eric Jacobus driving that K&N truck there. Rodrigo Ampudia, Papas and Beer, Lucas Oil, Monster Energy. Louis Patino and Brian Osborne down a lap. Is Osborne able to rejoin us there? Got a quick fix. Unfortunately, it looks like Haugen dropped all the way back there. That's a heartbreaker. Ashton Perfect also, part of the Perfect Motorsports team. Speaking of Baldwin, there's the Perfect family was part of that Baldwin program for many years.
There's a lot of people involved.
Yes. You know, a few wins that Lee Perfect was with them on that. Josh and them. Jason back in the day. Jacobus, the JE Racing. A little bit of contact there on the front straight.
It looks like they're piling everyone up, which is a smart move. Get everyone nice and clean and ready to go.
Nose to tail.
And there we go. Green flag. Looks like a newer, a little slow on the gas there, but that might actually help him out as he goes into this next turn.
Yeah, we've seen too much speed could be a little dangerous through turn one.
Yep.
Dickerson, Prater, Newer, Wheeler, Victor, Jacobus, Ampudia, Patino, and Osborne are running order.
It's like, sounds like somebody's dog got loose at the track.
Yeah, they're. We're gonna have to go get race control to pick them up.
And that's not the first time that's happened, Scott.
Oh, but I got a story for you about Lancaster.
Dogs on course.
And the fact that my golden retriever does not like fireworks.
Oh, no.
And you know what they do during the national anthem?
Oh, yeah.
Well, as soon as the anthem was done, there goes my golden retriever hauling ass, kicking up a roost, heading out into the desert. All by himself.
Barking his head
calling
off.
a race. I go, there goes my dog.
And he's out running
Man,
a Pro 2.
Dickerson's having a great race.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
Just, he's yet to make a mistake. It almost makes me wonder if he's got a spotter working for him right now.
Yeah, he's looking pretty smooth. But you also got to say Mason Prater right behind him. Mirroring looking very smooth. Really hasn't pulled away from him like he did earlier in the race. Looks like a little bad timing there.
Mason's is one of the youngest guys out here racing. But in iRacing, he's definitely one of the better ones.
Oh, yeah, definitely an awesome driver for sure. And of course, Mason campaigning a new Pro Light this year on the Ryan Beats team. Ryan Beat going to Pro 2. Oh! Going a little heavy there, Wheeler. That was a battle for fourth as they...
I think that was Eric.
Or Eric Victor, okay.
Yep.
All I know is somebody put their chocolate in their peanut butter. Look at Osborne fight his way back now, back up to 6th place. So we go back to our leaders, Dickerson and Mason Prater. Brock Dickerson cut his teeth, of course, in trophy carts, mod carts. Seen him
look at
race the
this
Pro
field.
Lights.
Dave,
Yeah.
look at this field of racers. Try and tell me which one did run in a trophy car.
Yeah, I know. I don't think Rodrigo did. I know the brothers did.
Alan did.
Alan did. Yep. I don't think Eric Jacobus did, but, you know, you're right. Dickerson, Parker, Osborne. Haugen, perfect.
Osborne went over all by himself in that corner, loses 3 spots.
Yeah, rough. Back up front there, good shot of Mason Prater in the Bilstein. Lucas Oil, General Tire Machine. Dickerson still out front as they come down the front straighter across the stripe one more time.
Oh.
And that's it. Dickerson taking it away.
So Dickerson, Prater, and Newer going to the dance.
And now he's in reverse.
I got a question, guys, because I seriously don't know this. After the checkered flag is flown and they cross the line and all this goofy stuff happens,
Yeah.
will that cause damage to the trucks as if it was done under racing conditions?
Yes, it will cause damage, but it will not carry over to the next session state. So every time they go into another race, they get a brand new truck out of the garage.
So it's like the crews went back to the pits, they wrenched on it, got it fixed for the next race.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
It's pretty much the proverbial bumping chests. But since we're not there, we
Okay.
have to bump cars.
Or beat chest.
Yeah, gotcha.
There you go.
Rodrigo was black flagged, huh?
Oh.
Sounds like someone might have been a little too rough out in the field. All right, so it looks like we have a 4-minute warm-up. Let's go ahead and do a quick shout-out to all our sponsors.
Absolutely. Of course, I want to thank CBR Performance Products, AIM Sports Data, CDC Apparel, Super Clean, Bomber Eyewear, Sparco, K&N Filters, Lawrence Equipment, Rigid Industries. Also want to thank our broadcast sponsors.
That's going to be Critical Hit Bass Lures. If you're looking for some fishing lures, go ahead and check out Critical Hit Bass Lures. And to follow up, if you're having any Southern California media or networking needs, check out Nautilus Media Systems. We're there for you, and we'll get you running smooth.
And if you're out of state, can you call Nautilus and buy some equipment from them?
We have done that before for some of
For the right
clients.
price?
Yep, they will ship it out and set it up.
Okay.
But
they'll walk it. You will personally walk them through it for a fee.
For a fee, yes. But preferably Southern California is where they like to work, and anything outside of state, it's definitely got to be
So are we talking Orange County, San Bernardino, Riverside,
LA, all the way down to San Diego.
All right. Were you crossing to
Hey, guys.
Tijuana?
That's yeah.
Okay, they're out there doing some warm-up laps, and
Yep.
they incur some damage. Does that carry over into the race, or
Nope.
is that something else that can be?
That is something that gets fixed.
Oh.
Okay.
So those warm-up laps are all theirs.
Huh.
I don't know if I like that.
Well,
I want to see some
a lot of people, yeah, I know, right? Starting off the race, missing the
if
front.
you're stupid. No.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and go through the lineup on the grid now that we have everyone out there.
All right, let's see. Looks like the 619 there.
Oh,
we got affordable sticker.
We'll let him load. He's still blinking.
SS. We got signature propellers there of 56 is Zachary Drapkin. I do Big O Tire, Fab Tech. We got Mickey Thomas there, the Mystic Lubricants, Rigid, Maxxis Tire. And let's go to Luke Knapp in the Ultra Motorsports Machine, Lucas Oil. And Trenton Briley.
Looks like he's running transparent paint schemes.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what's on there.
It happens.
Okay. Ronnie Anderson, that 4-wheel parts. Walker Evans, South Point. BF Goodrich. And then we see Ethan Ebert there in the Ultra Motorsports Lucas Oil back machine. On to Sheldon Creed in his Chevy-powered 74 BF Goodrich. American Racing. Roland Johns looking good in the Mongo Racing. And looks like Travis Picoy in the Fanatic back machine with General Tire there. Corbin Leverton, the 58 there, Polaris Razor.
Looks like he's blinking out on us. We're going to have to... come back, Corbin. Help me out here. There we go.
Where are we at? Miles Cheek.
There we go.
And the Fanatic. Hellman's. And then you got the Bill Stein, General Tire, Machina, Jared Brooks, 77 there. Oakley and Bill Stein. Polaris Razor of Seth Quintero is BF Goodrich, Walker Evans machine. KMC. Holden Heitritter. They're in the Justice Brothers CBR backed machine there. AIM Sports Data on the side. Sparko.
And it looks now we're getting into our heat race qualifiers, starting off with Braden Beatty.
He's got the Sparko Bomber Eyewear, BF Goodrich. Elliott Watson there in his Honda Talon back General Tire, Honda Racing. Then the Wood Orchards, the Apple store there of Colton Burns, 307. Sunset Services, looks like.
Yep.
Read it. And then the Baja Designs, BF Goodrich of, and Fox of Brock Dickerson. I think Factor Canopy on there. Alan Ampudia there in the Papas and Beer, Ford Loco and Toyo Tires, Vision Wheel. Matt Miller in the...
He's in the Terrible Herbst.
Terrible Herbst, yeah, Jumar. Looks like...
Hammer Down, Herb Smith, LBR.
Yep. And Braden Chernomani, the AM Ortega Construction. And the Bill Stein General Tire back machine there of Mason Prater. Ryan Beat Motorsports.
And then someone that was blinking out earlier. Let's see if we can get him. Oh,
nope. Sean Heck. Oh, wait,
sorry, Sean. We need to get you some better internet.
Who can he call? He lives in San Diego.
Oh, he does? Yeah, he could.
Can he call Nautilus?
He could. They would go down there.
There you go. Liking the signature propellers, Redline Oils there.
All right, so let's...
looking for Fab Tech. Where's Fab Tech? It's usually on his car. Somewhere.
Might have moved a little bit. Let's see if we can get Sean Heck. Oh, there we go. So you can see Sean Heck right over there. Affordable stickers.
I can't read the last word.
I can't either.
It would be ASS.
Yes, that's correct.
You could put the acronym
I think it's
together.
Sticker Solutions or Sticker Services.
Okay.
It's Sticker Services.
There you
it's
go.
Affordable Sticker Services.
I like it.
You know, he's actually making me some stickers right now.
Some Death by Moose Media?
That's correct,
There
yeah.
You go.
So, guys, you brought it up last week about Sheldon Creed. Is that the same paint scheme he
No.
had last week that
No.
he has right now?
He just changed it.
Yeah, he had the old Jimmy Johnson style with the stripes down the side, the red and the yellow. The early days of Jimmy Johnson.
The red and white, you mean?
I mean the red and white, yes.
From the Herzog days, yeah.
Herzog.
Yeah, because right now he's
Herzog
running the
Motorsports.
the Flannery colors.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a brand new paint scheme for him this week.
Gotcha. Because I thought that Jamie Flannery is actually going to be jumping into this
that would be
weeks
cool.
ago. So I thought Jamie Flannery, maybe Sheldon might be testing for him.
Oh, okay, very cool.
Well, 1 second, Scott. Looks like we had someone finally show up to the race.
Yeah, better late than never, Mr. Kramer. Leighton Kramer there, that number 1. The man with the bullseye on his back there. Last season's winner. Approved memory, critical hit, Bass Lures. And do believe he's got the New Line Products logo on there. New Line, and I know doing some stuff now, new Sims there.
That's correct. They're making some pretty hefty Sims.
Yeah, pretty cool. Gotta say.
All right, looks like we're ready to get this
Flashing
race going.
in and out. Sean Heck still flashing there. Is that San Diego down there? Is that Cox Cable, I believe?
Most people actually have like 3 or 2 service providers in their area, so they have Cox, AT&T, or the other one would be whoever bought out Time Warner, which is Spectrum. Yep, thank you.
The old Charter.
Yep.
And if you have
I think we live out in the middle of nowhere here in Bonsall, kind of Fallbrook area. So we got San Diego broadband.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
fancy.
Not really.
You have to go up there and go crank it up to go get the internet speed up.
Kind of close. It's crazy because we got the tower, a little satellite way up on the mountain that you can barely see from our house, which shoots down to our barn, which turns in turn shoots it down to the house.
And then the mule turns the bars as the faster the mule goes.
We get this little steel wheel in the back with a gerbil.
Well, let's get ready to go green.
Are we green now?
And we are green.
Man, look at the trucks. 5, 6 wide at one point going into the corner, and everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4 trucks on their lid.
Yeah, it looks like the top 10 made it out clean, maybe 12 or 13 of them there. As Sean Heck, Leighton Kramer looks to the inside. Zach Drapkin on the outside. You got Luke Canuck now sliding in there. Zach to the front.
Sean throwing a good block on Luke, trying to get his nose in there.
Luke Canuck as he moves up into third there, but it is Zach Drapkin, the young man out of Lake Forest, California, out front. Sean Heck, Luke Canuck, Mickey Thomas, Ronnie Anderson. Ronnie out of Riverside, California, know that. Luke Canuck out of Arizona. Mickey Thomas out of Georgia.
Now, one thing Luke has to worry about now that he's racing, he is in third place, but he's running behind someone that's actually flashing. So potentially there could be a net coding issue where he flashes out, Luke moves into his position, and then he comes back, and then we have trucks colliding, and they can't occupy the same space.
101, the two objects cannot occupy the same space at the same time.
That is correct. So he needs to be very careful when he needs to plan those passes.
So as we come out of the final turn, a little air, that little nose high. One of the drivers there, but Drapkin, Heck, Canuck, Thomas, Anderson, Pecoy, Johns, Briley, Cheek, and Brooks, the top 10. Oh, Anderson and Thomas, and then Pecoy gets hooked up with Anderson, able to break it away, get free. You got Roland Johns going a little sideways out there.
Yep. Oh, no.
Pecoy gives a little punt there to Ronnie Anderson. Trent Briley able to sneak up, get a position. A little bit more physical this one, Scott.
And the field is a lot bigger, too.
Definitely a bigger field. We went from 10 or 11 drivers now to 24 drivers.
Yeah, I have noticed, though, this in exactly like in the real life, if you can't pass as many cars as you can right away, which is what you got to do in a field this size, next thing you know, between, say, 4th or 5th on back, there's going to be a huge gap. For some reason that, I don't know what it is, but the top 3 guys just blow away from everybody, and once you get back to the competition yellow, they'll group back up. But right now, there's a big gap from probably 4th back.
Yep.
They're losing track of the leaders.
Yeah, Thomas back to Roland Johns there. Johns back in that 5th position. That's the gap that Scott was just talking about. Out of turn number 4, good shot of Mickey Thomas, the Mystic Lubricant machine as they come down the hill. Speeds of close to 100 miles an hour in real life, so I'm sure in the virtual world, right on it. We go on board right now with Zach Drapkin.
So there's some very nice racing going on in our top 4 right now. They haven't been touching whatsoever, but running so close. Very, very impressive compared to what we've been seeing the last 3-4 weeks.
Now, Scott, we're taking a look now at the onboard here and watching Drapkin as he takes his nose right up to that K-reel and just kind of rotates it around within like a couple inches there. And he's backing it in out of turn number 4, and that's where they head down the hill in high speed. Scott, you nailed it. These top 4, they're running away.
Yeah, but these guys have been putting in the time and effort to be up there.
But Roland Johns, though, not far off in 5th place. But don't forget, guys, the competition caution still to come at lap 11.
Lap 10.
Oh, lap 10, sorry.
Yep.
I said 11 earlier in the thing. I was just remembering what I read.
That I might have missed it. That was my bad.
I'm only good as my teleprompter, darn it.
I'm riding in car with Zach Drapkin right now, and man, he is on the chip. That thing is just popping like crazy between shifts.
Yeah, and that's one thing I've actually heard these guys talking about is when they shift, they actually don't want to redline their trucks. A lot of their trucks will take engine damage and slow down. And it's riding in these trucks, you really want to stomp on it, but you have to really fight that urge, and you have to keep your engine pretty much from over revving and not damaging it at all.
And that's the thing I find interesting is like in real life, when these guys are in the air coming off the jump, they burp the throttles a couple times maybe, or just kind of coast through the air, and that split second before they land, they hit that throttle once again. Nobody's doing that here. They are like not lifting whatsoever. So when they hit the air coming off a jump, it just pins it. The revs just jump straight up and redline it on the chip, and when they land, they don't lift at all.
Yeah, I think it's sometimes they'll put too much of a load, and they will break stuff in iRacing just like in real life if you do that. So as we go down that front straightaway, Drapkin still out front. Sean Heck battling for second with Luke Knupp. Heck's going to have the inside line as he net codes out. Knupp goes around the outside. Puts the nose in here. Thomas trying to get up to the inside.
Hey, Dave.
Yes.
Are we watching a replay of last week?
Yes.
With Luke Knupp.
Oh, and there he goes. He made it past him.
Absolutely, Scott. You're right.
The kid is almost stealth. He's not dynamic. He's not crazy. He's just slowly works his way to the front, and somehow is able to save his truck at the same time. And there's the competition yellow coming out, but at the same time, he's saving his truck the second half, especially the last 2-3 laps.
Yeah, that's so important now that we're at the halfway point. They still got the other half of the race to go, and you want to save that truck. So it's going to be Drapkin, Knupp, Sean Heck, Mickey Thomas, Roland Johns, Ronnie Anderson, Jared Brooks, Alan Ampudia, Trent Riley, and Leighton Kramer are top 10. Followed by Watson, Beatty, Heitlitter, Miller, Prater, Cheromani, Creed, Dickerson, Burns, Lieberton, Quintero, Ebert, Cheek, and Pecoy.
Yeah, I don't see the truck out on the track.
But I see the caution.
I do see the caution too. It seems like they threw it early. We'll find out in a second if Zach is catching up to the truck.
I'm trying to figure that out.
I was thinking this was like the world's fastest yellow
there we
flag
go.
lap.
There it is. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, they have to catch up to the lap, and then the truck pops out. So we are.
And it looks like another truck came out of the pits there. So pace vehicle pulls out there.
Yeah, they should start slowing down now before they hit turn 3, because if they pass that truck, that's going to be a black flag for them.
Well, I know race control will be
green.
going crazy right now. And
So-
let me tell you, Greg Fouts could chew your rear end off.
Yeah, if I was them, I'd start lifting and taking it easy on the trucks. No reason to waste gas.
Kind of makes you wonder if they're running those nitro bees. If you know what that is. That would be kind of cool to have in iRacing, is having those nitro bees.
Yeah.
Which is for the drivers. It's a listen-only radio. Basically, it's
You can't
allowing
talk
the
back.
race control to bitch at the drivers.
Yep.
And the drivers can't respond.
Yeah, there's no talking back.
Technically, we can do that. They can shut down race chatter between the drivers, but actually race command back out to them.
Now, in the broadcast, are there people able to hear some of that chatter?
I could set that up to happen. I tend not to, because sometimes...
We need to filter some young man's mouth.
Well, it just sometimes people are in the heat of the moment and they forget that they're live, and I'd rather.
Now we know what could happen on a live.
We need to
mic.
get Kyle Larson in the series.
That's what I was gonna say.
Whoa,
What
whoa,
about
whoa,
Bubba
whoa,
Watson?
whoa.
What about Bubba Watson?
Whoa, guys, no. No, I'd rather not. I'd rather not open the broadcast up to any issues.
I am with you on that.
But let's talk about the field right now. So Zap Drapkin up in first place right now. Luke right behind him. Sean Heck lining him up. Mickey Thomas in fourth, and then Roland Johns running up the top 5.
And no, Johns, what did he slow down? Is he gonna duck him? No, it's just wasn't sure what he was gonna do there.
The question is, what do you guys think is going to happen this next reset? These guys need to slow down as they're passing a pace car. That's
Johns just went flying by.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering what he was doing.
He's probably trying to get his laps back, but these guys need to pump the brakes. You don't need to be hauling.
Well, he doesn't need to get his lap backs. He's sitting in 5th place.
That was someone else then that just flew by.
He's purple and yellow, right? There he is. Okay, never mind.
Nope, he's back here, yeah. The person that's running around the track, oops, hold on.
That's somebody trying to get their laps back.
I want to say that wasn't Ebert.
Nope.
Seth Quintero?
Nope.
Nope, Colton's up there.
It was purple and yellow that flew by.
Yeah, interesting. Don't know.
I learned my colors in kindergarten.
Tell you guys, I'm going to keep my eye on our leader right now, because there's one spot right there, that last little bump before going to that left-hand turn, the final corner.
Right where?
Where Zach kind of hit that last little bump right before going into the final turn.
Uh-huh.
He throws his truck sideways in the air going into the corner and lands completely sideways, totally upsetting the suspension on that truck. And I can't help but think something's going to happen mechanically to that thing in the second half if he keeps that up.
Well, we'll find out, because we're back under a green flag here. Green, turn 1. So Scott said keep an eye on the final turn and our leader. Let's see what happens here. Can Knupp take advantage of it? Heck, Thomas, or Johns. Alan Mpudia moves his way up into 6th with Kramer to 7th. Highritter to 8th. But it's Drapkin, Knupp, and Heck battling it out for the top 3.
And something that you might have noticed, Travis Picoy is he's lap traffic right in front of him. So this might get hairy real fast as these guys try to get around him. So he's either going to need to pull off to the side and let him pass and just take the lap, or
There's
he...
what I'm talking about, guys. That's what I'm talking
Yep.
about. He's been doing that lap after lap. Something's going to happen, I'm telling you.
Well, I think he's opening the door up for Knupp, because when he hits that bump, it pushes him wide and leaves that inside line open. So he might have to slow it down a little bit through there. I know he's got a lot of pressure there with Knupp and Heck breathing down his neck now. And Thomas also starting to get back up in the mix there. Roland Johns not far behind.
Looks like we have a caution out. Everyone's slowing down.
Oh.
Looks like a race command called out a caution over voice chat. I think that's because Travis Picoy is
in the way.
Getting the black flag.
Oh yeah, so definitely he's in the way and he's not pulling off to the side. That happens though. You got to let these race leaders go. You can't be racing in front of them.
the leaders were nowhere near him yet.
They were
he
a couple seconds, or they're about a half a second behind him. That's easy to catch up if he makes a mistake.
he hadn't impeded any kind of traffic yet. So, but yeah, when was the last time, Dave, that you said Travis Picoy about to go a lap down could affect the race as a lap vehicle?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that's ever happened.
No. Not at all, that's for sure. Of course, Travis's dad, Bobby Picoy, part of the Desert Assassins desert team. I'm sure Tina and Bobby probably watching.
All right, here we go.
Green, green, green once again.
Oh, man, here we go. 4-5 wide into turn 1. No!
Oh, up the K-rail there. Looks like Thomas was able to make it out here. I see Drapkin, Knupp, and Heck. Thomas able to survive the K-rail. Oh, up on 2 wheels, back down. But look at this. Sheldon Creed out of nowhere.
Sheldon Creed passed 4 cars in the first corner.
Remember last week?
To the green flag, yeah.
Reminiscent.
There we go, guys. I'm telling you.
He's carrying the speed there, just right on the edge. Just right on that edge of out of control. And he's looking so
and you
good
know
and
how
so
tough
smooth.
Luke Knupp is to pass or to catch once he's out front.
Oh,
look at this.
Carrying that speed through. That's going to do it.
I think this might be a battle at that final turn.
But I think Zach's able to get himself out there wide, which he wants to do.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Outside entrance, inside exit. Now sets himself up. We got a brand new leader.
Beautiful move there, but Drapkin not giving up. Here comes Sean Heck in the 619.
Dave, this is just like real life. He set that pass up about 3 corners before he got there. He set
was
this
awesome.
up so early in the lap. He knew where he was going to make the move. And he was nowhere near it. As the yellow, is there a yellow
It
out?
looks like we're having another race command caution. Looks like they're holding it up for one more lap.
Sheldon Creed and Trent Riley have received the black flag.
Oh,
ooh.
I'm not sure why Sheldon Creed. That looked actually pretty clean there, but it's hard for us to see at some of the angles.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you said, Scott, he was setting him up, looking for the openings, finding his fat spot. You know, the spot where he goes the widest there, and you can see he forced him into a mistake. Absolutely incredible. Drapkin, though, holding strong. Sean Heck still having a problem net coding a little bit there, flashing in and out.
A little bit of lag.
Nate Kramer's back up in the pits, as well as Mickey Thomas, Mason Prater, Ronnie Anderson sitting there.
Ooh, man, he's got quite a bit.
All I
missing.
hear is fiberglass crunching.
Yeah.
So with the black flag, do they actually have to pull into the pits, serve that, and pull out?
Yeah, I believe
They
the
get
black
held
flag
up?
is a minute 30 seconds.
Oh.
Yep.
That's death sentence.
They have 2 black flags they can throw. One's a minute 30 seconds. The other one, I believe, is a 30-second mandatory pit.
Okay, that's new to me.
Oh, they have like a half one, so it's like a dropped. It's not a fully open one.
All right, back in the green flag here. Drapkin and Knupp. Here comes Roland Johns now. Johns up to third. Sean Heck net coding out there as he's back in fourth.
Drapkin setting that inside pass. Uh-oh.
Oh! Side by side. Knupp, though, will have that inside line. Looking, pushing
Keeping
outside.
his nose there. That's a tough one to rebuttal.
Yes. Drapkin right on his bumper.
This is very impressive by Drapkin right now. I never thought that he'd be able to battle back
Oh, a
and
little
run
bit
as tight to
different.
Luke as he is right now.
You see he changed his lineup there too.
Yep.
And it actually allowed him to get to the inside. It's going to be interesting. Drapkin might have the inside line into turn 1.
Oh my gosh. That is a neck and neck pass. Look at that.
Look at that side by side,
It's
as
not
well
even
as
fast
Roland
yet,
Johnson
yeah.
Heck.
Oh, sorry. I meant around that corner. They were like paced around the whole thing. It was beautiful. Oh, and that's. Oh.
A
This
battle
is incredible. This is so good.
battle for first and a battle for third.
Guys, I don't know who I'm more impressed with, Luke or Drapkin.
Both of them equally impressive.
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy.
Here we go. Drapkin changed his lineup again. He wasn't all out of control there.
Yeah, but
They
he
both
lost
had
that
a
speed in that
huge
corner.
Push. They both had a huge push into that corner, so they had to check up hard.
Yeah.
Both of them did.
Yep.
A little too much speed.
You saw him rotate his tires too much there, just trying to scrub off that speed. Oh, giving Luke a little bit of a nudge.
For a second, I forgot I was watching a video game, man. I'll tell you, I thought I was back in Reno watching side-to-side action. We're watching Kyle LeDuc and Rob McCackern go at it.
Tell you, just a little baby nudge in that right-hand turn. Clean corner here.
Oh!
And honestly, I think that's where Zach's losing his speed is on that turn 3. As he goes up the hill, he's not getting himself into that groove.
I don't know about that. Look at that. He's able to catch back up there. He changed up his line. Oh! Had to get on the binders there. Avoid the contact with
Guys,
Canup.
keep in mind, every driver in their interviews last week said it was saving tires, saving tires. Right
Yep.
now, Luke is not wearing those tires as hard as Drapkin is. So with a lap or two to go, I'm just wondering if those tires are just going to start to go away for our second place car.
Yeah, you can see a lot of rubber being laid down. The blue groove getting really bad. Looking at our counter here for this, we're under white flag coming up.
You know, Drapkin's been running a very aggressive race this whole time, first half and second half, and I think we're seeing classic Luke Canup. That sounds kind of weird because that's an oxymoron. Classic mean older,
Yep.
veteran, and Canup, young guy. It doesn't work.
Well, I'm looking at Zach's time there with a 49.833 was his best time. Canup was a 49.894. So actually Drapkin's had a faster run, but I think the consistency of Canup's times actually helped him out.
Yeah, I think so too. And looking at it, looks like Zach's going to have to fend off Roland now.
Oh, Roland a little bit into him, laying on that left side of the truck. Roland Johns, hopefully no damage to his truck as he tried to push Drapkin out of the way. He backed off.
God. This is an exact replay of last week, guys.
I know.
Exact replay.
Absolutely incredible. And this should bring the checkered flag out, right?
Yep, that's correct. And there we go.
Luke Canup takes the win. Zach Drapkin comes in second. Roland Johns third. Sean Heck is going to be fourth. And Jared Brooks, look at him being all the way up to fifth place. Awesome run.
Wow. That was an intense fight for the finish. Just everyone up in that front. That was insane.
You know, the one that makes me feel old is Jared Brooks. Scott and I both watched Jared Brooks up through the kart program, and now he's married with a kid. How'd that happen?
Yeah. Dude, that hurt.
I know, it did. I had to bring up my walker.
What hurts even worse is I used to be taller than Jared Brooks. Hell, I used to be taller than Luke Canup. Hell, I used to be taller than everybody in this class now.
That's funny.
Hell, I used to be taller than Sheldon Creed, Pecoy, Ronnie Anderson, Miles Cheek. I used to be taller than Miles. Where did that happen?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. It's like, be on the podium with these guys, and they got taller and taller, and they'd be on the top of the box. They got so tall, I actually had to step onto the side box just to reach their mouth with the microphone.
Yeah, one weekend you're interviewing Jared Brooks, the next weekend you're interviewing him again and his voice changed.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, hey, where did this puberty come from?
It used to be, hi, Mr. Arnold. And then it would be, hi, Dave.
Well, to round out our top 5, once again, Luke Knupp with first place, second place going to Zachary Drapkin, and in third place we have Roland Johns. What an amazing race.
I mean, Brooks, impressive. Heck, man, he drove his butt off. But Roland Johns, man, he has been so consistent. But I got to throw it out there. Zach Drapkin, incredible. Best I've seen him driving this so far. Luke Knupp, not surprised. But the battle between him and Drapkin, epic.
Yeah, I can't say I'm not surprised, especially this as being my third week. I've never seen or I've never known Luke Knupp to be so consistent, so sharp, and so smart, knowing his truck as well as he does and how to get the most of it he can and still have a lot at the end of the race.
Yeah. And it's Scott, well, no, you know, it's saving that truck. You know, you can't just run it 110% the entire race because you're not going to finish.
We saw that. Yeah, I can't say for sure that's what happened to Drapkin, but the way he was driving earlier in the race, I'd say the first 2/3 of it, he was very, very aggressive. And I can't help but think as soon as we called it, the tires started to go away. He had to drive aggressive though to stay up with Luke and try to take a run at him. So he had to drive aggressive, which what we can only guess burned up his tires.
Yeah, definitely. And I always call it the scared rabbit syndrome. You know, you're running, you're sliding all over the place because you know you're looking over your shoulder. You got to think about driving your race. So we're going to bring some drivers in.
Yep, that's correct. And on the line we have Roland Johns. Roland, you got booth.
What's up, guys? I mean, it's so great to see you. I mean, be in the podium interview.
Dude, it's been a long time and it's been coming. So I'm glad to have you up here.
I know I had 3 just horrible weeks of everything going wrong, and then here I am back on the podium.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a hiatus, that's for sure. And I'll tell you, watching, the battles in front of you and the battles that you had, there had to be a lot of pressure. I mean, you were battling there with Sean Heck for a while, and then all of a sudden Brooks starts running up there the last couple laps, and just holding on to that last spot on the podium. It's got to be a little nerve-wracking.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know. I'm right in that midst. I mean, I know I have Sean right on me there. I knew I had to hold him off. I mean, it was just luckily I had my spotter, RJ Merritt, keeping me calm. I mean, first race I've done in the series with a spotter, and I think it really helped.
Oh, that's good. Because, Scott, you were actually bringing that up about a spotter.
Yeah, how much does that really help you, and how much talking did you guys do during that race?
We talked quite a bit. I mean, he helped keep me calm. He told me, get more inside on, some corners and tell me kind of more what's going on around me. And, I mean, it felt help a lot. I mean, I didn't look in my mirror as much and wonder what's going on, and it worked out great.
That's able to keep. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're able to focus on what's in front of you instead of out of the corner of your eyes either side.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, he's telling me oh, this guy's coming inside, and he's telling me stay wide. That guy's gonna run it too hot in. I mean, yeah, he was doing a great job. First time spotting for him too. I mean,
very impressive, Roland. Nice job, man.
Yeah, and also before I leave here, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Mongo Racing and Butler Media. Butler Media make the best off-road videos around. Go check them out at the Butler Media on Instagram, and then at Mongo Racing. And yeah, I mean, thank you guys for broadcasting, and it was a great race.
I gotta ask you about the Mongo.
All right,
where's it from? Is that Telegram for Mongo? That goes back. That shows my age for Blazing Saddles. Is there any connection?
So Mongo Racing is a team that's owned by my spotter, actually, RJ Merritt. Yeah, he's part of Mongo Racing. They've got a couple wins out in the Best in the Desert, and
awesome. Yeah,
coming on strong.
I was just looking for the also the origin of it, so I was just curious because I love it. It's awesome. Definitely. But hey, Roland, awesome job tonight, man. Very impressed with your driving.
Thank you.
So Roland Johns, third place, and looks like we're going to bring in a young man that impressed us all tonight, Zach Dropkin.
Zach, you got Booth.
Oh, man.
Hey, can you get a little closer to your mic? You're a little low.
Oh, man.
Better.
That summed it up.
Perfect.
Yeah, so, Zach, I got to ask you, man. There had to have been a lot of pressure running up front, looking good. And I don't know if if you guys hear us or not, but the final turn coming off that turnstile up on the hill coming down, you were sideways quite a few times. It looks like it unsettled the truck quite a bit, and that's when Luke started getting up into you there. Was that was your tires starting to go?
Actually, I think my big problem was that I was turning the wheel so much. My shifters are mounted to my wheel, and I kept on losing my paddle shifters. And I was like, "Oh crap! I turned it so much, and I lost my paddle shifters." I'm like, "It's time to get a sequential."
Do you know how I fixed that? I color coordinated my wheel, so I don't. If I see the wrong color, I'm like, "Oh, that's where my paddle is."
So wait a minute, your shoes match your purse? What?
Yeah,
I don't understand
fix that a little bit. I just gotta work on it. Man, what a race!
Yeah, that was really rough. Did you damage your engine at all going into the second pretty much segment of the race? Because it looked like you were losing some speed towards the end, and it not really from any of the turns. Just it looks like you weren't really putting out as much on the course.
Actually, it was actually my brake bias. The car was running perfectly fine. I messed with my brake bias. We've been testing some new products, and my brake bias, I was just switching it back and forth, and then I locked it on negative. So it kept on throwing the car around. So
okay.
It's just the testing products, let's just say that.
Yeah, Scott was noticing that quite a bit and pointing it out when we were coming around that turn, and that could have been the issue.
Well,
when you're going to the turn, it kind of kicked you sideways before. It seemed like before you were ready for it, and you were going into that last little jump before the left-hander, and you're already in the air sideways, and you land, and that just had to be hard on everything on that truck.
Actually, the funny thing is I've never had good luck in that corner. That's actually considered a turtle corner, and Randall has quoted that. I am a turtle.
Yeah, I showed you how to take that corner, and you keep doing it the wrong way.
Hey, you just got to do it for turtle there. You got to do it the turtle way. I've got to, Leighton's setting me up with a tune right now that he's pretty much specialized it for my tune.
So you don't roll.
Well, we don't want you to get that nickname. But you know what? There is the old story of the tortoise and the hare. Well, Zach, it was an awesome run. We were very impressed, and watching you drive tonight, and it really shows that you're making leaps and bounds there. But you got a lot of people that are helping you do this too.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited actually about this. This is my first podium on the here, so I can finally thank all my real sponsors and everybody that supports me on iRacing in real life. I'm gonna start out with my online sponsors: Signature Propellers, Hill Marine. Critical Hit Racing, Death by Moose Media, Evan 92, Critical Hit Bass Lures, New Line Products Sims, all my teammates Trenton, Leighton, Bucky, and all my buddies congratulate me. And then I gotta thank my real life sponsors: Redline Oil, FabTech, April and Dave Winter, Timmy at Sign Pros. I'll see you soon. Big O Tires McDowell, Adam Grinder, you are awesome. The whole family.
He's okay.
And then I definitely got to thank all you guys. You guys are awesome. Dave, Randall, Scott, you guys are awesome. I couldn't do this without you guys. Everybody's supporting me. Randall for helping me build the computer. Best one in the business. We're pushing upwards of 380 frames right now on my single. So you guys want a PC, definitely go through Randall. Everything else, I got to thank Luke for running me clean. Me and Luke had some rough times at first of the season, and then I think we finally got some respect for each other, and it's so much fun running with him now. We've been running laps constantly, and I finally changed something up, and now we're fighting for that top spot.
Well,
so
I know what your good luck charm was. You came a star in a magazine this morning.
Oh yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, what's the magazine? It's
Dirt Sports World.
Dirt Sports World. Yeah, check that out. I got my own little section. You can see my racing rig compared to everybody else's, but single monitor and a wheel mounted to a table. That's how we do it.
Right on, brother.
Trying to get myself one of those New Line Sims soon, though, so hopefully we'll set that up.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
So congratulations again. Very impressed with your driving. And Zach Dropkin.
Yeah, I'll
see you. Good job,
you.
buddy.
Thank you, guys. Hi, Jake. Hi, Corey. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Dad. Thank you, guys.
You got it, man. I'll see you this weekend.
Yep. Peace out.
All right, next up in the line we have Luke Canup. Luke, this is Booth. You copy?
I got it.
Well, Scott, take it away.
Luke, what can we say? All of us here felt like we watched the race from last week. Same thing. You started off almost stealth-like you were so quiet, working right through the field, through the first half. Second half, boom, you're right there waiting for something to happen, and you did it again. What has carried you in your career from all the way from trophy cards to where you're at now, where you're one of the youngest guys in iRacing, but you are one of the best guys in iRacing. Everyone's now looking for you as, geez, he's the guy to beat.
Yeah, I carried my Junior 1 days mod cart and now to iRacing. You just have to drive these trucks so smoothly, which is weird compared to how these guys just flick it in real life. But like you said, I have a great driving style and I learned it from my dad. He's a great guy, a great mentor, and I love him to death. But other than that, I just had a great race. Came from 5th after qualifying 2nd, and made my way up to 3rd. The inside row just pushed each other to the front, and it was amazing to see. And I got by Sean coming to the yellow, and then made a textbook pass on Zach out of 2. And we were battling out for a couple laps, and then I pulled away at the end.
Well,
yeah, the only thing that was different from last week is the fact that Zach didn't go away. He stuck right with you for, well, I think about a lap and a half before the checkered flag. But still, you ran your race, and it's to a point where Dave and I can almost predict the move you're going to make in which corner. And speaking of that, talk us through the pass for the lead, because we were watching you, and it looked like you set that up about 3 turns before you got there.
Yeah, what you have to learn at this track is you have to set it up in the last turn. You have to be on his bumper going into 1, and just try to get to his outside going into 2 like I did. So it was so blue grooved. You just want to get in the grip, the cushion basically. I just set him up, he faded wide, and I cut right under his bumper and passed him and made the pass stick. One of my better passes in this game.
Oh, textbook.
Yeah, that it was.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Dave?
Well, one of the things we were watching, and Scott was pointing out, we were watching Zach, and and Scott was mentioning about where you were setting up in that final turn 4, when he comes out, Zach would go bounce out off that little bump and get unsettled, and every time you're right there. So that's when you go, okay, I'm going to set him up for it.
Yeah, I've been studying their lines when I was behind Sean and back at the start. I was studying their lines. I saw where Sean was better and where he was bad at, and I saw he was better in 3 and 4 and worse in 1 and 2. He faded out in 1, and I made a pass on him. And then I saw Zach is really bad in the last turn. No offense, Zach.
He
likes to overdrive.
He
likes
already
to
admitted
overdrive.
he was a
admitted
tough
it.
one.
But he was making a mistake there all the time, and I saw him make the mistake, and I got right to his bumper, and then he faded a little bit wide in the first turn, and I got to his outside.
But you notice when he started racing you back there, he changed up his line there just a little bit, and he was a little bit smoother, and that's when he was right up on your bumper. Until that final mistake when you just kind of left him. But you could see you kind of forced him into changing his line.
My setup is kind of like bad at the start because there's so much fuel and it drives like a boat. At the end, I feel like people set up their truck for the beginning of the race. What I like is the truck at the end of the race because you have to drive it in the blue groove, and that's what I love about this setup is I can just lean on everyone and just pull away from Zach towards the end.
Find that sticky line, right?
Yeah.
I think next week we're gonna tie your dad's hands up, put a gag on him so he can't talk, walk, watch you or talk to you for your race and see what happens then.
I bet he wore a hole in the carpet pacing back and forth.
Nice job, man. It was so much fun watching you tonight. Nice job.
Thank you, Scott. And I just want to thank my sponsors, Ultra Wheels, Viable Air Conditioning, Diamondback Materials, Rigid Industries, HJC Helmets, Factory Canopies, Lucas Products, Lethal Esports, Affordable Crew Services for these amazing designs. Ethan for being a great teammate. He had a bad race, but he came back to salvage a 6th place, which is amazing for him. Other than that, thank you guys for putting it on. I know you guys had some technical difficulties, but we got that all figured out. And all the series sponsors, Sparko, CBR, Easy Apparel, getting all the other ones, K&N, AIM,
Super cool.
and then Connor, Bronson, Leighton, and Zach for putting this whole series on.
And if you want to find out more about Luke Knupp, you can find he's also in the Dirt Sports World article there. Wanted to thank you for
That was
getting
really
that
cool.
over there. And then, man, targets on your back going for round 7, baby.
I heard it's at a different track next week.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that a hush hush for till we announce it though. But yes, we are switching tracks. I just got informed.
Might
on
know
that.
it a little bit.
I do know that track pretty well.
I heard we're going to Crandon.
Oh,
no, not.
Oh, that's
not
going to be
yet.
a couple weeks.
That's
God,
a
that would
couple
be
weeks
awesome.
out.
June 1st, it's coming out.
Yep.
We need that Glen Helen, and we need Crandon.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I want to see a Bark River, maybe.
Well, sorry. Well, Luke, great job out there. My bad.
That was an arrow through his heart.
Yeah, my bad, man. No, seriously, great driving. I seeing you from High Octane going to this series and where you've grown and how much effort you put into it. It's pretty amazing to see someone grow within a year in their racing prowess on the track. And it's pretty awesome. I'm proud to watch you race out there.
Definitely.
They just announced they're having round 7 at Wild Horse Pass, so get prepared.
All right.
For all you guys out there.
Hey, Luke, one last thing. Kick your dad in the shins for me, will you?
I kick him in the shins every day.
All right,
Excellent.
Luke. I'll see you next week, man. Thank you.
Luke Knupp,
You guys.
everybody, our winner. Congratulations again to him. And, again, Zach Drapkin second, Roland Johns third. Don't forget to go to like and follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Death by Moose Media.
Yep.
Get our followers up there. Some exciting news on another streaming platform coming. We'll keep you up to date in social media as well as on the iRacing short course, what's going on there, so everybody can share it. Check out dirtsportsworld.com for the iRacing quarantine special, as we like to call it, their issue. And check it out. And I'd like to thank Scott Rain, of course, been a voice of short course for many, many years. And, of course,
that hurts.
I didn't say since the beginning of time.
Oh, that was an arrow to the heart.
But and Randall Alvarez, thank you so much for this broadcast. Like to wrap it up with anything?
Nope. That's pretty much going to be it for tonight. Other than stay tuned with Death by Moose Media. We have more racing content coming your way, and possibly a surprise coming up on Sunday. So please stay tuned and get ready for some more action coming your way.
And we'll see you next time on the Virtual Dirt.
You got it.